fence me in. You're in control.
When I looked at the new Pathways curriculum for Toastmasters, I thought, wow, we're going to become a hiking club. And what better place to hike than Colorado Springs? We have mountains and prairies, lots of paths and trails. We have Garden of the Gods and Bear Creek Park. But now I'm on my second level of my pathway, and I realize Pathways is just a metaphorical moniker for an intellectual and practical way of becoming a better speaker and leader. In my speech today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Pathways says are the 4 speaking types, what I've learned from all of my former years of Toastmaster training, and then at the end, if I have a little bit of time left, I'm going to ask you all for some feedback about speaking style. So Pathways, Pathways has 4 speaking styles. The first is analytical. An analytical type speaker is precise, exact, and logical. He or she is well organized, self-reliant, purposeful, and diplomatic. An analytic speaker seldom shows or expresses emotions. When I was doing my former Toastmasters work on the other curriculum, I gave a speech on Madagascar. As I thought back to that, and many of you might remember it, that was a very analytical speech. I know I can be an analytical speaker. Second, Pathways has a speaking style called direct. The direct speaker is decisive, independent, competitive, and confident. He or she can be seen as strong-willed, ambitious, goal-oriented, usually is more results-oriented than relationships-oriented. A lot of my speeches from the former curriculum, I think, were the direct style. Remember, even on my first Pathway speech, I talked about birds. I had a pop quiz on one of them. That definitely is competitive. The third style Pathways presents is supportive. The supportive style is calm, steady, gentle, approachable, and sincere. He or she is patient and has good listening skills, does not like conflict, and tries to create a calm, no-tension environment. When I was working towards my silver level, I gave one of the professional speeches, and it was about being an evaluator. I had a big question and answer session. I thought I did some good listening in that, and I would say I've done some supportive speeches. And the fourth is the initiating speaker. Pathways says the initiating style of speaking is social, enthusiastic, energetic, fun-loving, and spontaneous. He or she is self-assured, innovative, persuasive, and is usually motivated by relationships. When I was working with the interpretive reading manuals, I did a little interpretive reading when 2 aliens came to Earth. They met the humans, and they realized humans think with brains. The name of this reading was Meet. I think this was a very initiating type speech that I gave in Toastmasters. So after I got finished with my evaluation and the pathway and all the boot camp stuff, I came up with points in all 4 of the speaking styles. I think a speaker should be able to use any style of speaking, and they should also be able to tailor it to the audience that they're in. I don't like being put into a box. You can't pigeonhole me. So the 4 speaking styles, I really couldn't come up with any one that was specific to myself that I use more than any other. Here they are on the slide right here, so you can review them. The next slide. Now I'd like to get some feedback. What type of a speaker do you guys think Charlotte is? Give me some brief comments, please. Glenn?
This particular speech, I would say, was direct.
Okay, so,
A good example, you had a framework that was analytical, but it's obvious you're expressing your opinion decisively and confidently.
okay,
I would say frequently you're more the supportive than the initiating. You have a calm, steady presence, and then the, so, yeah, most teachers you're very supportive.
okay.
I see you as the very, well, I guess I have to fit into one of those four categories. Say analytical.
That's what the pathways.
Because, but I would say deliberative. It's, some people have a conversational style. Your style is deliberate. It's, you can hear it's rehearsed as opposed to conversation.
Okay. Anybody else have a comment for me? Some good feedback?
I don't know if it's rehearsed because we were at the Zoom with her and it sounded exactly like this the entire 2 hours. I think it's just her.
Thank you, Julie. Mary T.
I think you do that because you know you had to learn at the zoo. I went with Charlotte as well, and you love those animals, but now it's become so natural that it's conversational. So I do agree with Julie with the supportive, calm, steady, but you are so much of a informational type of individual because that's what you thrive on. You absorb the information, then you make it your own.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate all the comments today. I don't know what's going to happen in Pathways. It's an electronic program, and I can't really flip ahead in the books like I like to do because I have to finish before I can get checked off and open the next whatever. Anyway, I want to say to Pathways, like my friends always say, don't fence me in.